Hello, I'm Lara Kılıçarslan and this is Newsfeed, your dose of what people are talking about online. With the war in Gaza showing no sign of abating, social media companies and the role they are playing in enabling Israel's actions in the besieged territory are yet again in the spotlight. They have allowed all sorts of dodgy messaging, from crowdfunding pages for weapons and drones to raising money for morale-boosting parties for soldiers returning from Gaza. With international media barred from entering the enclave, social media companies have blocked ordinary Palestinians from sharing their horrors with the world. They have even silenced pro-Palestinian content through bans and algorithmic suppression. Now, tech giants are again ramping up restrictions on content on Gaza, and they're doing it for Ukraine as well. This time, they say it's in response to the UK's new Online Safety Act. The law allows for hefty penalties, including fines of up to $20 million or 10% of global revenue, for platforms that fail to shield under-18s from harmful content, such as adult material or posts promoting self-harm. In extreme cases, platforms could even be banned in the UK.
The internet in the UK has been locked down. No, it actually has. It's taken everyone a bit surprised, but now you need ID to access everything from adult sites to Reddit to Discord to even possibly Wikipedia. Millions of UK users opened platforms like Reddit, Discord, Blue Sky and were greeted with a new requirement: age verification. Now, if you don't submit a picture of a government ID or have one of your selfies algorithmically verified as belonging to an adult, then 18+ content on many platforms will just be inaccessible to you. It's a result of the 2023 Online Safety Act, which aims to protect children and adults online from illegal, harmful and age-inappropriate content, like adult content, any content that promotes harm, any negative content around eating, that kind of stuff.
Sounds great, right? But experts say companies may be over-enforcing the law, flagging and removing posts that contribute to public awareness, even non-graphic ones. Among the restricted content, a video of a Palestinian man standing in Gaza's ruins and a clip of an unmanned drone being shot down over Ukraine, neither showing any violence or casualties.
I was just looking up info on why Israel's still not allowing Palestinians to get aid.
Yeah, well, initially it was advertised as making sure children don't see corn on the internet. The problem is it's now sanitizing the internet and disproportionately hurting smaller websites, as well as removing anonymity, and even blocking entire sections of websites or platforms that are labeled as harmful because they contain information on stuff like anti-government speech, fraud, undocumented immigrants, and even entire websites or platforms soon are going to be blocked if they have any user-generated content.
Okay, but isn't that like 90% of the internet? Aren't they just effectively like labeling anything they don't like as harmful to children?
Yeah, pretty much. It gives the government the power to censor just about anything in the name of protecting the kids, while also data mining who visits what website. They claim that they delete the data of your picture and stuff after 7 days, but given that there's going to be various third-party authenticators, as well as it being the government, I beg to differ.
Switching gears to the people who dominate social media. Have you ever noticed that many influencers seem to share certain personality traits? As more and more teens want to be influencers, a new study reveals that the same qualities that make someone a drama queen might also make them digital royalty.
Researchers from Poland's University of Wrocław and the University of Oxford surveyed around 800 teenagers in the UK and Poland. They asked about career goals, including interests in becoming an influencer, and they found some clear personality patterns. They measured what's known as the Big Five traits: openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism. They also looked at how dramatic each teen was. The results showed that higher levels of extroversion, narcissism, and dramatic behavior were strongly linked to wanting to be an influencer. Interestingly, talent was not a significant factor in this equation. The study suggests this all comes down to a deep need for attention and validation. It's the same kind of drive seen in theater kids, just aimed at a phone camera instead of a stage.
Social media doesn't create narcissists, and not all influencers are narcissistic, but the internet does provide them with a platform.
social media, all this stuff, it's not what we call an ideological contributor. It's not contributing to the origin of narcissism. No one is becoming narcissistic because of Instagram, right? It is what it's done is it's created the fertile ground. It's created the petri dish. So it is allowed to flourish there. It's given them a mothership. It's given them the arena, as it were. Narcissism's always been there. This is not new. They've always been around. They just got their audiences and their validation in different ways. Where the internet has gotten real interesting, grandiose narcissism, arrogant, pretentious, always a thing. But these vulnerable narcissistic folks, aggrieved, resentful, sullen, angry, moderately paranoid, no empathy, lots of grudging entitlement, failure to launch, that form of narcissism has gone off in the era of social media. It is not that social media makes it, it fosters it. And here's the thing, not everyone who takes a selfie is narcissistic.
Wednesday was a difficult day for the UK's aviation and airline industry. Thousands of passengers faced disruption when an air traffic control glitch led to more than 120 flights being delayed and cancelled. A technical issue at the National Air Traffic Services Centre in southern England led to flights being temporarily suspended at airports, including Britain's largest and Europe's busiest Heathrow, and many others like Gatwick, Birmingham, Manchester, Cardiff, and Edinburgh. Despite the issue being resolved in 20 minutes, hours of chaos ensued at the height of the summer travel and vacation season. Apologizing to those affected, NAT said it was working with airlines to clear the backlog. Officials say the fault was radar-related and not linked to any cyber attack. China is cracking down on knockoff Labubus, those designer toys that have been all the rage. Authorities are taking aggressive action to protect what they see as a rare soft power success. The move comes as the fake plush toys, also known as Labubus, flood the black market, with sellers in Shenzhen rushing to meet soaring demand for the collectibles. The original keychain, a bunny-eared elf from Chinese brand Pop Mart, became a viral hit this year. Celebrities like Rihanna and Blackpink's Lisa have helped fuel the craze, with fans scrambling to get their hands on one. In fact, the frenzy got so intense in the UK that Pop Mart had to pull the dolls from stores to avoid fights breaking out between customers.
What is Labubu and why is it so viral on TikTok? These ugly things have kind of become a really popular collectible on the internet. Basically, Labubu was created by a Hong Kong artist for the Monsters series, which was inspired by Nordic folklore and actually launched all the way back in 2015.
Those are all the monsters. So Laboo is just one of those, and it became really popular in the past few years.
Okay.
Because of the novelty and the rarity and how hard it is to get them now, that's kind of added to the popularity.
It became widely available though through Pop Mart, a toy company that's based out of Beijing. That didn't get too much attention though. It became really popular when it was found with Lisa from Blackpink. Turns out she collects these things and it was revealed last April. Since then, there's been a rapid increase in popularity in Southeast Asia. This demand led to short supply, which if you know anything about collectibles, just makes people want it more and makes the value go up. And because people are looking for these things, more and more people get involved and the popularity grows. This has led to a ton of Labubu content, particularly with Labubu hunts and unboxings going mega viral on TikTok.
Beijing has welcomed the hype. Officials have celebrated Labubu's makers, Pop Mart, as a shining example of a Chinese brand going global. In June, the state-run People's Daily praised Labubu as part of the country's evolution from made in China to created in China. The country is trying to shed its reputation for being a land of knockoffs and protect its rising icons.
What is that? Spray Laboo! No! What is this ugly outfit? Oh my god, what is that?
Oye, me acabas de decapitar a mi bubulubu. Sí, pero pues así es.
It's summertime across the Northern Hemisphere, and while sun worshippers still seek that deep tan, medical advice is to protect yourself from the sun. In China, full face masks and complete body swimwear to avoid those damaging rays are popular. But unfortunately, it does not yield the intended results.
Viral face kidney is making Chinese girls tanner. A blogger cried, "I'm one of the first victims of sun shield mask. I religiously cover every inch of my skin, but now my face is the tannest part of me, sobs." According to experts, this might not be sun tanning, rather heat-inducing darkening. Exposure to 42 degrees Celsius heat stress can increase the activity of a key melanin-producing enzyme at 115%, even higher than the 108% caused by UVB rays. Overdoing sun protection may also lead to vitamin D deficiency, impairing calcium absorption, and increasing osteoporosis risk. Your underwear and clothes are breathable, but these masks trap heat and stifle your exhaled air, creating a sauna effect on your face.
Every day, more and more people rely on AI chatbots, particularly with ChatGPT, and some are oddly polite with it. But OpenAI CEO Sam Altman says those extra please and thank you messages are costing the company millions in computing power. Every message, no matter how small, triggers a full AI response in real time using a significant amount of electricity and water. Still, some people insist on being nice.
Gotta respect our future rulers. I'm staying on AI's good side. When the bots turn, I want them to say no, not her, because I was polite. God forbid our mothers raised us with manners. I'd be sprinkling a little, "You're the best" in there too, so Chad know we locked in for real. I'd rather be spared during the apocalypse. Facts, gotta show them respect. They're gonna be running the world one day. Being nice is free. Apparently not. We're just trying to survive. So we all want to be safe when it goes down. Got it. Have to be nice to the AI so they spare me when they take full control of our planet. I don't care. At least they'll remember I was kind when Skynet takes over. I'll do it twice as often now. Same. Gotta save myself a seat for when it decides to take over the world. Triple fact. Better be safe than sorry. Agreed.
And that's our show. Find our latest stuff on YouTube and do subscribe to our channel. See you soon.